put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can.
Welcome to Epic Genealogy. I'm Mark. Glad to be here talking about another famous Siciliano. This time it's Salvatore Filippo Bono, or commonly known as Sonny Bono. Definitely one of my favorites as a kid. I'll date myself a little bit there. I'll get into that in just a second. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Epic Genealogy. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so. I have a Patreon. Just go into the description for this video. Let's get right into it. Sonny Bono was born in February of 1935 in Detroit to Sicilian immigrants. They eventually did move to Inglewood, California, where he went to high school, but did not finish. But he dropped out to get into the music business, which he did fairly quickly. He wound up writing and helping produce with Phil Spector. And even the Rolling Stones covered one of the songs that he wrote, She Said Yeah, in 1965. But it was his meeting with his future wife, Cher, that he had his greatest success, and how I actually know, because I know as a kid, and I'll get to this in a second watching the TV show, but he wrote a number of songs, and because she was not comfortable performing in front of audiences, he performed with her. And of course, one of the biggest hits they had was I Got You Babe, which of course is featured prominently in one of my favorite movies, Groundhog Day.
Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, and baby, I got you.
They eventually did their own TV show, which is how I know them. I know as a little kid and growing up in the 70s, I always looked forward to seeing the Sonny and Cher show. I just loved Sonny as a kid because, you know, he was the goofy one. He was the funny one. And I always looked forward to watching that when that would come on. They unfortunately did divorce. He wound up years later running for mayor in Palm Springs, and he actually served from 88 to 92. After that, he was elected to Congress. And unfortunately, Sonny did pass away. He was killed after hitting a tree while skiing in South Lake Tahoe, California. So he sadly missed. But always one of my favorites as a kid. Always look forward to watching it. If you were a little kid, you growing up, or not even such a little kid growing up in the 70s, you probably remember the Sonny and Cher show. And Sonny and Cher even did a movie together in 1967 called Good Times, and I do remember watching that as a kid. So it's sad to see him go, but very big part of my early childhood.
Time to show your appreciation, right, boy?
And while he wasn't in a lot of movies, Sonny was in some movies that really counted. He was in Airplane 2.
Joe, you don't want to blow that thing and kill all these innocent people?
I don't care about them.
Joe, listen to me.
So let's get into Sonny Bono's Sicilian Heritage. There was a lot available because Sonny is, like with Frank Zappa, was a pretty well-known guy. Not so many documents available that I was able to see publicly. Doesn't mean that there aren't trees out there of his actual family that they don't have these. They might. But as far as what I saw publicly available, I was able to get a couple more generations back, and I got a lot of supporting documents. So Salvatore Filippo Bono, we can see they did follow the naming pattern for the children. So his parents are Santo Bono, Vincenza Di Mercurio. And so they had three children, Elizabeth, Francis, Salvatore, Filippo. So we see that the naming pattern is the firstborn is named after the father's parents, and then the secondborn is named after the mother's parents. So Elizabeth being the firstborn, she, of course, is named for Elizabeth Pianello, and Francis, of course, being named for Vincenza's mother, Francesca Adagna, and, of course, Salvatore. Maybe they knew they were only going to have one. So Salvatore Filippo, we have Salvatore is one grandfather, and the maternal grandfather is Filippo. So so there's no mystery as to why Sonny Bono, being the firstborn, was named Salvatore Filippo. I was able to find a bunch of documents for Santo Bono and Vincenza. Santo is actually from, and the whole Bono line, as far as I was able to research it, And as far back as I was able to get, I got about 300, about to 1700, 1690 to 1700. They were in Montelepre in Palermo, which is not too far from where Mia Familia is in Garini, Sicilia. So what I was able to get was Santo Bono's baptism record. And that's it here, Santo Bono and his parents, of course, the Salvador and Elisabetta. So again, this is going to be February of 1908 in Montelepre. And for us, I found this by going on Family Search. You go down to catalog. I plugged in Montelepre, and I was able to get that. Being able to confirm his parents from his birth certificate, I was able to then get the parents' document. So Salvador Bono and Elizabeth Pianello were married in Montelepre on 3 April 1905. And what I was able to do was get the actual 1905 document from Montelepre. Again, you go to search, catalog, and then punch in the town that you're looking for. And yeah, and see, because I had the date, I was able to, to get there fairly quick. So hey, Salvador Bono come, Elizabeth Pianello. It's all, of course, in Latin. And this was able to give me both of the parents, which was pretty nice. So we have Santi Bono et Vincenza Vita Cotone, which is really helpful for them getting the baptism record. So Salvador Bono was born on 14 February 1879. This is Sonny's grandfather. And so I was able to get the actual document that's it right here, Salvador Bono. This, of course, gave me his parents' names, which were Salvador and Giuseppe Liccardi. See, because you got to have the documents. So here I have, I was able to put in Salvador Bono and Giuseppe Liccardi. So if you know when their kids were born, it kind of helps out estimate when they were married. But here you can see the document. The older we're getting here, it's 1860. Not nearly as good as the other documents, but I still was able, it's not too bad. I was able to get all the information, including his parents, who are Vito, that's right here, maybe blow that up a little, Vito and Vincenza Semeno. And because all the parents are on there, now I was able to go back another generation. So here I'm able to get Vito and Vincenza's parents, they're right here. I'm able to get back to Ambrosio Bono and Anna Maria Musso. But we see here, because Ambrosio is not a very common name, it was easy to find the marriage record. And that was then from there, I'm able to get another generation back because the four parents are on there, the bride and groom's parents. Unfortunately, what they did here was they used the wife's married name, which is very unusual in Sicilian culture. So you have Tommaso and Domenica Bono. And Anna Maria Musso and her parents are on here, which is Angelo and Rosaria. So just estimating, because of the dates, I'm able to estimate that Tommaso and Domenica are born about 1710. So that's what I have going back for Sonny Bono. So we got a few more generations, and I have the supporting document. So just a little bit of information about Sonnys family in the United States. Santo Bono, this is his father, of course. And this is his petition for naturalization, and shows when they were married, where he's from, Montelepre in Palermo, when he came over, the ship he came over on, and it also gives the witnesses. Now, I've mentioned before that if you really want to broaden your search and get more information about your family, look at the witnesses, because in my experience, the witnesses tended to also be from the same city in Sicily. So 9 times out of 10, the witnesses on Mia Familia's naturalization documents, they're going to be from Garini, Sicilia. And so I have no doubt that Anna Fahia and Anna Messina are both from Montelepre, and they're probably fairly closely related. It's usually, I see, no more than a third cousin. It's rare that they were just friends. They were usually related in some way. And because this is done in 1938, Santo already had his children, and there we have Sonny. Well, we'll get that right there. And here we have, and of course, his only son, Salvador, or Sonny Bono, is on there. So what's really cool is the address is given here. And so we can see, I did a search, I looked it up. This is actually the house that Sonny Bono lived in for at least almost 10 years before the family moved to Inglewood in California. There's actually a picture here. You can see this is the high school that Sonny went to. And what's really cool is this is actually the Inglewood High School, 1951. This is actually Sonny Bono. And when I saw this picture, I couldn't help but think of another actor, the guy from A Bronx Tale. I see it. If you don't see it, leave a note in a comment and say that I'm just wrong. But I see it. I think it looks just like. So that's a bit about another famous Siciliano, Sonny Bono, because contrary to common belief, Sonny was not Italiano, that he was actually Sicilian. I know it was a running gag on the Sonny and Cher show that he was actually, Italian.
That's all that movie needed was a little Italian munchkin, you know.
But as we have seen, his family is actually from the Palermo area in Sicily. He is not Italian. Both sides of his family, of course, from Sicily. Well, thanks for watching. My name is Mark. This is Epic Genealogy. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel, you may do so by looking in the description and being a Patreon.
The miniskirts, the current thing.